Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this day after Thanksgiving. Hopefully it was a good one for you, as temperatures yesterday made it up in the low 40s. Of course, it is Black Friday today, and temperatures are going to be slightly cooler, but still not terrible. Be at about 27 degrees at 9 o'clock, and temperatures topping out around 40 by this afternoon with light winds. Winds only around 5 miles per hour, so really not a bad day at all, and generally upper 30s and low 40s are expected for much of northeast Kansas, including Kansas City. So if you are heading out to the Chiefs game, it will generally be mostly sunny with light winds, about 37 degrees at kickoff at 2 o'clock. Maybe warming up around 38, 39, we'll see, but then cooling back down to 36 towards the end of the game. Again, couldn't ask for better weather. Yeah, a bit on the chilly side, but it's been a lot colder at times. And then we have Small Business Saturday tomorrow with temperatures slightly cooler, even more so, and maybe a few flurries early in the morning. We're still keeping an eye on that, but then by the afternoon should be a lot more sun across the area. In fact, temperatures for the weekend, it is going to be dependent on cloud cover, so there's still some minor differences in the computer models on that. That's kind of why you see a little bit of a wide range in temperatures with these graphics here with the computer model data as far as high temperatures are concerned for both Saturday and Sunday. But you get the idea that we are going to be on the chilly side and winds remain less than 10 miles per hour. Worst case scenario, and we'll see this here in a little bit with our wind gusts, maybe up to 15, 20 miles per hour. But again, that's worst case scenario. And again, just some passing clouds from time to time over the course of the next 3 days. A lot more cloud cover tonight, though, and so that's the reason why we're going to be a lot warmer tomorrow morning compared to this morning, as we'll have that cloud cover acting as a blanket to keep temperatures on the milder side. And again, a very low opportunity for a few snow showers early in the morning. I'm really not concerned about it at all. And then once we get into Sunday, we'll have just a few clouds from time to time. There may be a little bit more cloud cover Sunday, but there's still some differences in the models on the extent of cloud cover. So the graph was the one that you just saw there, about a trace to one right along the I-335 corridor from Emporia to Topeka, and then east central Kansas. It's not much. The GFS and the NAM are a little bit heavier with some of the heavier snowfall. I'm just not seeing it, especially in those locations. If I were going to pick, I would pick the NAM as far as not quite to that 1 to 2 inches as far west as Topeka, but in extreme northeast Kansas with most areas in the trace to 1 inch. For those that do get anything at all, I just don't see much in the way of anything happening. And if it is, it's not going to be very impactful. But we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Otherwise, as I mentioned, worst case scenario, our western communities have some gusts near 15 miles per hour, but sustained wind should stay at 5 to 10, and much of the same as we head into tomorrow. You can see the wind shift once again for tomorrow. Temperatures are expected to stay on the cool side through Monday, starting to warm up again on Tuesday and Wednesday before a cold front pushes through towards the end of the week. Timing is going to be a little bit of uncertainty on how quickly a cold front does push through and how warm it gets on Thursday and then how cold it gets on Friday. But you get the idea that we are in for a trend of cooling temperatures towards the end of the week. Meanwhile, over the next several days, holiday traveling, it really not going to be very impactful at all. Maybe a few snow showers here and there. Otherwise, that's about it as far as nothing major that should have an impact on any travel plans that you might have or that your relatives have over the next several days. So good news there. Meanwhile, here's a look at our extended outlooks. We get back to above average temperature probabilities and below average precipitation probabilities, at least in that 6 to 10 day outlook, and at least a little bit in that 8 to 14 day outlook as well. Bottom line is, bundle up. That's going to be the big weather story, is the colder temperatures, as we have these colder temperatures through at least Monday and then starting to warm back up by Tuesday afternoon and into Wednesday. So start planning now. Wednesday, that'll be the day to get outside and enjoy the nice temperatures that we have by midweek. Have a great day. I will mention, even though there is no midday in Kansas today, I will update the web and the WIBW weather app on any possible changes that we may have for that snow Friday night and Saturday morning. But at this point in time, don't expect anything major to have too much of a concern on any traveling conditions. But we always see it every year. All it takes is a dusting, and that causes a lot of problems. So I will put a caveat on that even if some areas do get a dusting, if you're not careful, that is enough to create problems out on the roadway. So just use caution there. Have a great day.